Hi, this is Deb Mayan. Welcome to this virtual space for healing and restoration. Before we go into meditation, I invite you to get a little bit more comfortable. How would your body like to move? Maybe there's a stretch, maybe changing your position. A little sigh or yawn may come. Just moving however your body would like to move right now. Getting comfortable. Even if it's just a tiny bit more, getting a little bit more comfortable. Attending to the needs of the body is nice for the body, and it's also a signal of safety. Only when we're relatively safe do we take the time to shift our body for comfort, to change our position, to stretch. And again, a sigh, a yawn may come. Just relaxing into this time for your own healing and growth. I invite you to connect with your current environment a bit, allowing your eyes to move wherever they're drawn. If they land on something interesting to you, you can just notice maybe there's color, pattern, shapes, textures, just to explore. And focusing on your sense of hearing when I'm quiet in a moment, listening for a nearby sound, then the most distant sound you can hear. And the tactile sense, the sense of touch, maybe your hands are touching something or would like to. You might notice differences in texture, temperature, any sensation of movement. Might like to push in a little bit with the pressure cells, noticing that. And then places where your body is making contact with whatever holds you up. Chair, couch, bed, being on the ground. Just noticing wherever there's contact. Might be the sit bones, the thighs. You may have back support, neck support, your head being cradled. Just feeling into any of these places where you're supported. The muscles let go of a little bit more tension. Letting gravity do that. And you can put your attention on your feet. I like to roll them a bit, heel to toe if that's comfortable, side to side. Just feel into that contact more. You can also push down a little bit. Feel into that groundedness. When we're in an environment that's relatively safe, connecting to the environment through our senses usually brings a little more settling and calming as bodily signals of safety. And as we move ahead, I encourage you to connect with your sense of agency, your ability to make choices, to play with finding what your system needs at any time, in any practice, finding what's good for you, including timing. Something may resonate, but it may be not right now. So it's just options to explore. And there are ways to increase and reduce intensity to find what's best for you. If you'd like fewer words, you can turn the volume down, maybe just hearing the rhythm of my voice and not the words. If there's an invitation to close eyes, you can also choose to keep your eyes open, to move or to be still. What's it like to relax into that exploration? I invite you to put your attention on the breath. Take a deep inhale and an even longer exhale for the shift to the parasympathetic. Parasympathetic aspect of nervous system is rest and digest, detoxify and heal. So taking a few breaths in your own timing, deep breath in, even longer exhale. And again, release may also happen with sounds that might like to come. Could be that sigh or yawn, could be a groan, could be a hum. Just letting it flow in whatever way is good for you. Let's focus now on abdominal breathing. Maybe put your hands on your belly. Your eyes may like to close to focus. And feel that rise and fall of the belly. Feeling the filling up with the breath. Then exhaling so deeply that you feel some contraction. There's an area 2 to 3 inches below the navel that's in the very core, the very center of the body. And that's called the dantian in Chinese medicine. It's the main energy reservoir. So as you breathe in, you may feel that as a pumping of energy, filling up the dantian with the breath, that life force energy of the breath. And you can fill that energy center in another way. If you'd like to visualize a line from the dantian down to the very center of the earth, down to where there's just pure energy. So as you breathe in, you can see some of that energy coming up that line, filling the dantian. And of course, we also need a way to release what we don't need to keep. You may like to send down a grounding cord from your tailbone. And that can be if there's just excess energy or if there's something that no longer serves you. That can go down the grounding cord into the center of the earth for recycling, into pure, pure energy. And of course, the exhalation is also a way to continue to release what you'd like to release. Now I invite you to connect with the energy of the sun. You may be outside, or you may in your mind's eye, in your imagination. Recall what it's like to be in the sun and feel that warmth of the sun on your skin, maybe a little bit more aliveness. All those amazing things that are happening, the vitamin D being made, needs the sun for that. And just being energized by the energy of the sun, enjoying that. That energy from the sun is joining the energy from the breath. Maybe there's other aspects of nature that are energizing. The energies of the trees and the smaller plants, maybe movements of birds and other little animals. Maybe you feel the strength of big rocks, the flow of streams and rivers, gentle breezes. How revitalizing it is to be in nature. And even in our imagination, we can get some of that revitalization. And when we're focusing on sound and the vibrations of color, all those energies, some people connect this to the energies before being embodied. You can savor that, the vibrations before embodiment, pure light and sound. Feeling yourself filled up with that light and sound, energized. As you prepare to dive into embodiment, you might also like to feel for the angelic energy around you, guides, supportive energies, all the supports and resources that come with you, preparing you to be ready for all the supports and resources you'll encounter. So often the answers are right around us, the supports we need, the resources that help us get clear. We just need to look around or take a little quiet time and sense into where we're guided. So this feeling of being so resourced, so well equipped for your path ahead, wrapping yourself in that energy. May feel into how loving that is, to have what you need, to be well resourced for anything ahead. And with that, you may choose to dive into embodiment, to choose to be a channel of love and healing. There may be pleasant sensations that come with that, aliveness. There may be a particular warmth in your heart, that love and care. May let that radiate out to fill your own energy field, your aura around you. You seeing your arms defining a little bubble around you where you fill that with what nurtures you, supports you. Feel yourself energized. Feel yourself filled up with what you need before then radiating out that energy further. Just taking a little time to feel into that. Now coming into awareness of your body making contact with any surface, noticing sounds you hear in addition to my voice, and opening your eyes, letting your eyes go wherever they're drawn, whatever spark of beauty, this amazing planet we're on, this amazing journey, and welcome back.